Okay, Keisha, we have to figure out what we're gonna do for the theme song. What do you
Oh
think we
wait,
should
no, no,
do
no,
for
no,
the
no,
theme
no.
song?
Okay, you want to hear me? Okay, I can beatbox. A dead ass can beatbox.
Okay, what that sound like?
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots
Yeah,
and pants.
keep doing it.
You see?
Keep doing it.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pants and
yeah. And then you
boots and
gotta come
pants and
in with like some
boots
crazy
and pants
electric
and
guitar, like
boots and pants and boots and pants and pants and
Are you ready to riot?
Hey everybody, welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show. It's your girl Keisha, aka I Havoc, and I'm here with my awesomely talented, brilliant co-host Bree. How you doing, babe?
Ooh, I'm doing. Today has been a crazy day. A crazy day.
Mm,
And I'm like, right before Juneteenth, y'all really trying me? Y'all
mm,
really out here trying me when the
mm.
colors are in the air. Like I could smell the barbecue and chillaxation on the horizon, and y'all want to pick today to try me.
Mm-mm. I think
Mhm.
about that episode on Blackish where he's like, I want to use my black card. Like today is like that perfect, like this whole week is like, don't say nothing to me. That's too ignorant. I'm ready.
Listen, listen. No, that's too nice. Today for me was like, it's literally my favorite meme, and it's this woman, and she's like on the street, and she's standing in front of this like building, and she's talking about how some people look so cute when they go on a run, and the guy is like going by and he's like, move bitch, get out the way, it's Black History Month. That I literally run that through my mind at least once a week on a
Yeah.
regular basis. But when it's like close to one of our days, like one of our holidays, that is literally the energy. I'm all
Yeah.
pink and cute and bubbly on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, move, bitch. It's Black History Month. Like,
No facts.
come
It's our
on.
time. It's our
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Uh,
And then it's like, it's tough because, okay, are we going to have this conversation? Because I'm going to just tell it.
that's fine.
All right,
Wait,
period.
which conversation? Like
The
I'm down
June
for whatever.
Okay, it's the Juneteenth conversation because
Mm,
so my job now has switched it so that way we have Juneteenth off. But because we have Juneteenth off, we lost like Memorial Day or some shit. One of those days. They
mm,
were like, nah, y'all got enough off days. If y'all want Juneteenth, fine. Damn, here it go. But we're gonna take one of these other days, which made, my good beige counterparts not so happy. Though that first year was wild. But is it just me, or did we all just
it's
kind
not
of
at all.
decide as a people that before
Yeah.
they officially gave us the day, we were taking the day?
Yeah.
Now, I did it
Hmm.
through the right channels. I'm going to use my PTO or whatever. But it felt like we just all had the understanding because that was going to be what it was going to be. And
Yeah.
then now that everybody has the day,
It
I
feels
feel
off.
like it don't sit right with my spirit, and
It does not.
I really have this like on days like that, I understand where like incels have the audacity to be like, oh, let me quiz you on this thing to see if you have the right to enjoy this space. That's how I
We
feel.
need gatekeepers. No, no, for real. No, no. I wholeheartedly agree. This is one of those times where I'm like,
Yeah, that's how I feel about Juneteenth because it's like, run it by me real quick without your phone in hand or whatever. What do you think Juneteenth is celebrating? A celebration of
mm,
what? Just give me your answer real quick. No quiz, like no preparation, just off the dome. What do you think it's about?
facts.
And I promise you, a good majority of them cannot tell you.
They can't.
And then to add insult and I guess capitalism to injury, you have companies that are like, yeah, let's make like red, black and green decorations. It's
No,
like,
they definitely made this a commodity very quick. It
yeah,
was very
yeah, yeah.
uncomfortable how fast that happened.
Literally, like, who, what? And so yeah, it's like, I'm cool. Great, we officially have the day off. But to be fair, I was gonna take my day for myself because I feel like as a part of the holiday, I don't think you should be off too if you don't even know what it is.
Heavy agree. I was just
And
saying that to
I get
Malik.
that
I was
there's
like,
nothing logical about that, but those are my feelings. This is a
no,
safe
no, no,
space.
no, 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 no. There's historic feelings behind that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Historically,
yeah.
historically, there are feelings behind that in which I'm like, no, y'all, you need to be doing something. If it's not
Mhm.
work,
Right.
you are in a library, you are reading something, you are doing a report,
And
you
see,
are
you're so kind because that's not
you are
enough.
sending money, you are sending money to Black people. Hi, we are Pink Riot Comic Show. Run that.
Run that.
Run that. Happy
With
Juneteenth.
that ash,
I
big
am
pound,
the seventh
and gold.
generation, seventh generation free Black queer woman. Run
Yeah,
that. We love y'all.
yeah, yeah. Or just, respectfully, just find you some business away from me also, because like,
That too.
I don't the
Don't
whole
don't show up to the festivals.
another, because that is a whole thing, like, and then it's like, oh yeah, let's celebrate, where's the it's like, don't you ask me where the function is at. You didn't get an invite to the function for a reason, my friend, and I meant
Mm.
that. And that's usually not my bag. It's just something about this
No, it's
particular thing, because I think a big part of it is like, my mom was like in a sorority when she was in high school. My mom's a Zeta. And so like, her connection to all of those things is something that I just always seen growing up. And it was always like, they're not going to celebrate us. We're going to celebrate ourselves. So
mm-hmm.
now it feels yuck. Now that y'all got your hands on it, it's like, we can't have nothing. That's what it feels like.
Because they invited themselves
They
without like
invited
seeing
themselves. And I
what
get
it
that it was
is.
like, okay, let's make it a national holiday because of da. But it's like, that's not it's giving performative, for real, because it's like, it didn't replace the other holiday that don't mean the same thing for us. So like, what
Nope.
are we even talking about? So yeah, I have my little petty move bitch energy all
Yeah.
day, all day today.
Yeah.
I'm doing my
Nope.
best.
I'm gonna be gross sisters. My hand is out.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be me for the next 48 hours.
Yeah, like, right. 48 hours is
Support.
correct, because we don't have no chill, and we're celebrating it through the weekend. So mind your business.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that.
But we
I'm glad
have a
that thank you for coming to my TED Talk, because it's like, something is just agitating me today, and that's what it was. That's what it, especially like the like super enthusiastic of it, like, yeah, it's gonna be a great 3-day weekend, and I'm just like,
ew.
yuck,
Ew.
yuck,
My ancestors fought for
right, ugh,
that. Nah.
ugh.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm sorry to derail things, but that's just where I'm. You ask me, and I'm gonna be honest, okay?
It's all
Hey
good.
Jana,
Hey,
hey Bray
Jenna.
Bird,
Right, right.
what's up, LT?
LT. Right. That was our new extended intro, or one of them. We are
Yes,
trying to figure out the right one. We'll figure it out soon.
yes. Shout
No?
out to Jana. She's one of our Riot royalty fam, and she picked this one out of the three that we have. So we're gonna let it rock for a little bit until we make a final decision about what it's gonna be. But yeah, you guys, you get the chaotic, good Kiki
Yeah,
shenanigans vibes from that, and that's what we wanted the intro to be. So yeah, we love your feedback, your thoughts on all of that. Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. Pre-show hype music. You got the vibes. You got the vibes. The one time for the one time. Yep, and the
Yes.
show ain't the same unless we kick it off getting called podcasters. We love you down, Jana.
Hey, hey.
Brayburn gets it. Brayburn gets the energy. Hey, Brayburn. Hey, Regine.
Regine. How you doing, love?
LT
Mm,
says, honestly, even though I grew up in Texas, I wasn't really celebrating Juneteenth, but now I don't know how I lived without it. We always needed to celebrate Black freedom and how we won our freedom. Period.
yes, period.
Nice.
Ah. Oh, this is so dope.
What's
Oh, we have
that
so
going
many
in
people
mind?
in.
Right. Hey, Sheena.
Sheena.
Happy
Hey,
Pride
hey.
and happy Juneteenth. Be
Happy
who you
Pride.
are for your
Oh, your pride. I
period.
love that.
Okay, and Brayburn gets my Juneteenth logic.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
Juneteenth
no.
requirements.
There should be.
There,
There
yeah.
should be.
Let's
There
lock
should
that
be. We're
in
gonna
immediately.
gatekeep.
What
We're
was that?
gatekeeping
What
immediately.
was that happened when they were like, we all collectively decided that Starbucks was on some BS before everything, and we're like, let's all go in and like play spades and move
Oh, because
because
there
they
were
had
two black
bad strains.
men who
Yeah,
were they were like harassed and assaulted. Like I believe the cops were called on them or something like that. So we was like, all right, bet we're no longer gonna be over there.
yeah.
But,
But I'm saying like they were like, let's do that until they get some real like bias training or whatever. It's like that's the energy. Like all the rest of y'all take the day and have take the module, and you will have to get proof that you completed it at the end of the day.
certified.
Right.
I
Like
need to
having
know
your
what
community
family
service
members you
hours
have cut
stamped.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to
Like,
know what family members you have cut off in the process of liberating yourself and everybody
ooh.
else.
Ooh, that's one of the rules. You have to, if you can't answer the question on your own, you have to take the module. If you can answer the question on your own, it's a buddy system. So you have to find somebody who couldn't answer the question and make it make sense. And you can't ask a Black person because that's not our job to educate you on that day.
Not at all. There's too many books. Oh, Lockbook Titian Bree.
What's up, Bama?
Bree's in
Oh,
the
Bree's
chat.
in here.
Yeah.
Where?
And she was in IG.
Oh, hey,
He's like,
boo. Y'all,
agreed. She's
I
like, I
be
work
feeling
for
the way about having everybody and their grandmother have my name. That's a Bree I could get behind. I
yes.
love her
We
down.
love her. I love her
Yes.
so much. She said, agreed. I work for a tribe and I was so super happy. They let us all go home tomorrow and half of the day today, but send the coins.
Mm, yeah.
Send us some money.
Like buy that one Black friend that you use in all those conversations. Buy them a coffee or buy them dinner or something, and don't expect yourself to be at the dinner. Just send the money and go. It's like, no, that's not
Like, that's not for you.
right. Because no,
That's
you
not for
missed it.
you.
You just barely missed it. That's not what we're saying now. Period. Okay,
Oh,
Janice said all of the theme songs were awesome, and we appreciate you for that. But we
yeah.
understood the assignment that you liked one more than the other. Period. Yes, Sheena, be who you are for your pride. Oh my
Raven.
goodness, what up?
Yes, I love. Okay, so Raven put, hey, Riot fam. You see it? Yeah, and then put, oh my God, Keisha lost the blonde. I just got mine back today. Yeah, I cut it all the way down. One, my hair was getting on my nerves. I really want to just wake up and not have to deal with it at all. So I cut it as low as I possibly could get it without going bald. I really feel like people like there's a difference between this very low cut Caesar and a bald head. I
What's wrong
love
with
both
bald
looks.
head?
I
I'm
didn't say
like,
that there's nothing wrong with it. I've done it
okay,
once before and it was so traumatic for me that I just started growing my hair back. I like went 4 years without a haircut.
immediately no.
Yeah. So like this is as low as I'm taking it and I'm going to let this stay black natural until right before DreamCon. Then
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going
I
back
was
to
about to
blonde.
say, yeah.
You know.
Oh, I was
No,
about to
no,
say,
no, no.
I know you lying, but okay, that's not a
No,
long period
absolutely
of
not.
time.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Just let my head rest and then I'm going back to blonde in colors for the
That's fair.
summer.
Okay, so can I vote on like the color that we're like emerging with? Because y'all, I'ma say it and I'm sorry I'm saying it publicly, but it is what it is. I have y'all seen the absolute Batman reveal of what Harley Quinn looks like in the absolute universe at the moment?
You did show me. Hold
I
on.
feel like my good sis would really just eat that cosplay up. Okay. And that would call for a like, I want to say it's like turquoise ish, teal ish, because it's like between blue and green, I think.
Her
Um,
hair?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it. I see it.
Can
Yeah,
you
I've
pull
done
that
that
up?
color
Tell the
before. Hold
people.
on.
Brayburn's
Hold on.
giving the looking eyes. Like, what's up?
All right, let me pull this up real quick. Let
You
me see if I can do that.
Janice said, yes, answer the call to cosplay. Would Keisha not
Okay.
eat this up? Was this not specially made for Keisha to eat this up?
Yeah,
Like
this Harley Quinn, for those
the
listening,
short
like,
hair, the
right,
sneakers,
the
the different
tattoos.
prints, like with the button up and the layers. It's giving Keisha, if we're being so for real.
I do like this one. And I think looking at it now, especially after the day today, where I was like, I went looking for one of our cosplays,
Mhm.
so for those checking in, we are doing cosplays for we're doing
DreamCon.
Black Fae, right? We're
Yeah,
doing
and
Black Fairies. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be super feminine and friendly and all of that. I'm gonna just do this with the one time.
mhm.
Brie, I couldn't bring myself. I hated
Oh,
everything. And
oh.
I was I was like, yo, this is wow. Like I appreciate the aesthetics and how beautiful it is, but it's just not me. So I'm going to be black punk rock fairy. Like that's what it is. I can't.
I mean, we said that at first, and you were like, "No, no." It's like, yeah,
'Cause I
okay.
wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to. I wanted to try. I like in my mind, I can see myself doing it, but maybe I was like thinking of a different version of me or like a younger version of me who would have tried it right now. I'm like, nah.
Mm,
No, no, no. We're doing black. But yeah, this one I really want to. I really, really want to. Because
yeah.
this looks super comfortable also.
Right, like, it's not far like, I think the only thing that you wouldn't do was, like, mix that many patterns at once, but all
Falsehoods. I do it. That's Argyle.
but I'm saying, like, there's a argyle, there's the diamonds, and then there's also a plaid. I feel like you might mix up some or the other. You wouldn't just on your own do all of those patterns at once. Would you wear them individually and like color block? For sure. But that's what I'm saying. The cosplay is not super far off
No,
from
it's not.
how you would typically dress. That's why I think it's
It's
perfect.
not. Yeah. I really do like this.
And
I
look
can do
what
it.
Jana said. That hoodie would be amazing in those cold panel rooms. We were
You hear
literally
me?
just talking about this because y'all, I
Fashionable
was
and
fighting for my
functional.
life at San Diego Comic-Con. Fighting for my life because it was hot. And come to find out after the fact, Keisha was cold
Cold the whole time.
and didn't say anything to me. And one of the days, like we were My Little Ponies one of the days. So I had a cardigan and was fighting for my life because it was so hot. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep it on for the fit. Like, you notice throughout the day it kept going like further and further off my shoulders.
Uh-huh.
'Cause it was hot. And then to find out that you were cold the whole time, I was like, damn, all right, we're just gonna be better about our communication. Cause I was like, we gotta hold on to the accessories because that's what's making the cosplay. And you were like, oh, I don't wanna have to go all the way back to the room to get a sweater or whatever. No, we're being as comfy as we can
We
at the
will
con
be this
this
year.
year. Yeah. Y'all, Keisha was
Absolutely.
laughing at me because we were literally in a panel randomly we were going to this panel and Sanford Green just like got voluntold to be on it. So it was a
It
very
did
dope panel.
happen.
And I had one of those like handheld power fans and I
And it
was
was
trying to like turn it on to like blast myself with air when people were clapping or talking because when
it
it
was
was
so
quiet
loud.
and it was with the speaker you could hear it. And I didn't give a shit, but I could see it on Keisha's face like bitch, your fan is loud as fuck. You need to turn that shit on. I was like,
It was the
damn it.
loudest thing. Like the room is completely silent. We're listening, and then you hear, zzz, and then like the
It was like,
guys that were in
it's
front
a
of
power
us, you
fan.
know. But like the guys in front of us, you know how you do that thing where you just turn ever so slightly, like so the people
Like, what's
behind you
going
can
on
know,
here?
right? So like they know that they hear you and everything. I'm like, oh. But yeah,
Yeah,
this time we're gonna be comfortable. We're gonna be
yeah.
warm. We're gonna be fashionable. I do like this cosplay very, very much. Um, I think most of my cosplays are gonna end up leaning towards this and like black being the color.
Period. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's like a
Absolutely
very
nothing
swagged out
wrong.
way to go about it. And I feel like it's like just enough and we wouldn't do like the full face, just the thing around the eyes if you did any, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
But
sure.
yeah, that would be fire. And then that brings us to another topic that we had to talk about today. So, also the absolute universe is kind of cooking, y'all. Like,
Yes,
we
they
had what we
are.
had to say about it, but it's cooking because like absolute Wonder Woman was fire. I refused to like put my hands on a Batman book, but then I found out recently that Barbara Gordon is a black woman cop in this absolute Batman run, and that in issue 24 will be her first appearance as the Bat in,
Yes. Hold on. I'm
in
pulling
the
that up now.
Batman, absolute Batman run. And so her fit is literally like, come on.
Yeah.
It's
She
just begging to be cosplayed, but the fit is essentially like so she's a cop during the day, so she's got like tactical gear on underneath, so it's like the bulletproof vest or whatever, and there's like a sloppily painted yellow bat symbol across the chest. She keeps a blue like bandana situation so you can't see her face ever because our good sis is trying to keep her day job. And then this
She knows she
trench
black.
right. Yeah, okay,
Gotcha.
we don't play about that. And this trench coat that she's wearing is her late father's jacket. Because there's like a whole lot of other stuff going on, but essentially he fell to his death and it was unclear whether Batman like caused it or was trying to save him, but she knows that he was trying to save him. So this is weird. There's like I have to get the y'all they found a way to make me buy a Batman, a non-black Batman book because I have to know the tea of like what's going on cuz some people are saying it's unclear whether she knows and that might mean she's like on some vigilante justice type tea. And then there's some
Mm,
people saying that she does know and that Batman is like wrapped up in whatever the Scarecrow has going on, so she's like holding it down while he's dealing with that. But I have to get the run to find out, guys. And I'm just like, wow,
yeah,
this is my life now, but all right.
yeah. I think, like you said, we both said it multiple times on the show how
Yeah,
we kind of stay away from the main characters in mainstream because it's just irritating seeing how many runs they have while we're like fighting for our lives in terms of diversity in other spaces. So like
yeah.
I don't know.
It's also just
I
the fact that I've never been a Batman girly or a Superman girly. Like, you know what I mean?
see,
Like,
I've always liked their universes. Like they always
yeah,
have really interesting people around them. Like for me, it's Wonder Woman. I
that's been
love
my thing. Everybody
right.
around them is more interesting than them. That has been my thing. Like, why am I reading a Batman book when the villains are cooler than him or the other
Mm,
smaller people around him are cooler than him? You know what I mean? Like, and it's the same thing with Superman, like especially with Superman.
yeah,
You know, actually
yeah.
the other way around because I'm like, what is Batman without his money? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not going down that route because I know y'all like to tussle. I'm not like this is not Batman slander. I just like what I like, and Batman was not at the top of that list.
No.
The only Batman
And
book,
he's a dude.
straight up Batman book that I bought was our Black Batman because I was
This
gonna
is
buy
true.
that. And whoever that came up with that design knew he needed to be fine, and he was.
My goodness.
So I mean,
Yes.
if they can have every female character with their cheeks out, I'm expecting some '90s fine
This is
heroes
true.
from time to time. You know what I mean?
This is
Like,
true.
give them a little swag. Make sure you got this the Caesar with the deep wave. You feel me? Like,
Yep. Yeah,
so
this has me interested. Like, I guess this and also like learning more about Scott Snyder and like where he stands in terms of like how he stands up for creators of color and whatnot.
yeah,
I think that has me going, all right, I might give this a chance.
yeah,
We'll see what happens. I don't have many white people on the roster in terms of, my comics and polls and whatnot, but
yeah.
like
We keep the ratio tight around here, but
huh.
they aren't not like, they aren't non-existent, but it's definitely kept to a certain ratio because then it starts feeling like a who am I? Who is she?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this? Yeah.
And not only that, they're kept like away. Like this is these are we don't talk about them at all.
I'm gonna talk about it, but not with the same fervor, I'll say. If that makes sense. But yeah, we're super
Right.
excited about I also love that they didn't just go, "Oh, it's Batgirl, whatever." They were like, "Nah." Our good sis said, "It's the Bat."
Yeah.
The Bat.
She looks
And I'm like,
badass
"Okay,
though.
this is cool." Right? Like
I'm
with
really
the
digging this.
cornrows under the helmet and whatever. Oh, that's another part too. The helmet, the Batman helmet is like actually Batman, absolute Batman's helmet that he gave her to communicate with him with. So
Oh,
she
that's
literally
dope.
it's giving peak black woman like we making something out of nothing. Like I don't need all of that. I'm gonna make my own fit. Okay.
Basically.
We got a suit at home. You know what I mean? We
And she
gonna
said I'm gonna be
cobble this
comfortable.
together. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
She
be
said,
comfy because I'm actually fighting crime. I know what that means because I'm a police officer during the day, and I'm gonna keep my revenge garb handy. Like she's not gonna forget what she's doing it for because she's literally wearing her dead father's trench.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
love it.
really digging this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very,
just
very,
to
very
let
cool.
y'all know, just as a reminder, this is Batman, Absolute Batman number 24.
Yeah, issue 24
So
will be her first appearance as the Bat.
hmm so like if I know like with my local comic book shop, I can tell them now to like
Mhm.
pre-order things because of how we do it. But some folks they gotta wait a little bit. Just know if you can right now, pre-order it, okay?
Yeah, I think anybody can like for instance, she's saying that because like if I were to go on, like, typically I do my pre-orders through Comic Hub, but my shop has it set up where the pre-orders are only a month ahead of time. So like if
Right.
I go into my local comic shop and say, "Hey, can you just put this on my list?" They can do it, no problem. But in
Yeah.
terms of doing it on my own through the app like I normally do, it's like it stops right at issue 23. So I'm like, okay, I hope that they go crazy with the like her on the cover variants, like first appearance as the bat type shit. And now that I'm
You
saying it out
know,
loud, that makes a lot of sense that she would go by something else because Cassandra Cain exists in the same universe as we, found out a
in
week or two
Catwoman.
ago. Yeah, she
Mhm.
popped up in Absolute Catwoman. So I'm like, they're setting this up to be like opportunity for some fire crossover situations.
For
I'm here
sure.
for it. I'm here for this is where it's like, okay, if you're gonna do it, this is how it needs to be happening. And they're all
Yes.
like gritty, grimy, like raw. We're not doing the
We're
like
gonna
corny, campy. I mean, sometimes that stuff is cool, but sometimes it's like just give us the grits. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what they're doing.
Yeah. They've realized that people are getting frustrated with the typical, plot points of a superhero story from
Yeah.
mainstream. So like this is their, response to that. The only thing Imma say is that this page right here, for those watching, it is the character design and Dragota's notes of the bat. I need this as a wrap variant,
Oh, that would
right?
be
Like,
fire. Yeah, wrap
yeah.
around.
I just need this as a variant because like Marilyn Moonlight has something similar, whereas her
Yep.
character design on the
Yeah.
front as a variant. I love those kind, like when we're introducing a new character to a
Yeah.
universe or something like that. Give me the character design variant.
Yeah.
I'll
Especially
get that.
for a first appearance for sure. Like
Facts.
put some respect on it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
People saying in the chat, Bama says, feel like that mainline Batgirl should go by the bat too. I feel
they're
you, but
two
I
different people, right?
disagree because yeah, we're in this universe, Cassandra Cain is already going by Batgirl, so it makes sense
Mhm.
that there wouldn't be two of them, and that might be kind of cheesy to be like, "Oh, you're Batgirl, I'm Batwoman. What's up?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, going by the bat kind of speaks to her approach to it because if we're being so for real, there's nothing like effeminate about the fit. So like she's trying to keep her day job, her face is covered, all of that.
She don't
Looking
wanna
at
give you
this, it
nothing.
could be a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like she's swole, she's doing her thing, whatever. It could be anybody. And so she's that much safer and less likely to be found out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I like that they're going this route with Barbara Gordon being referred to as the Bat.
Mhm.
What else? Da-da-da. Quid Pro Quo says it makes me think of Shadow of the Bat from the animated series that Barbara is trying to solve a mystery about her father who was being framed. However, in this case, he died. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, okay, Bama's alternative name would have been for her to be going by Ghost Bat, and that
I don't know enough
that
about
would
those.
that would depend on what like her goal is, moving forward. Because is she a Batman ally? Like, does she know that he tried to save her dad, or is it the other side? Because that would really determine whether she's going by one or the other.
Mhm.
um Quid Pro Quo also says, I also like featuring a Black Barbara Gordon like they did in Cape Crusader on Prime. Okay, see, I didn't
Yeah.
watch that one. See, now it's like, see, that's another thing too. Y'all Batman fans like to get deep in the lore, and it's like 80 million versions of Batman. So I'm like, nah, we starting fresh with Absolute and letting that be that.
You said I'm not going through that.
I'm not doing it. It's too much. It's too much. Bama also says DC better give the milestone character the absolute treatment. That's an idea.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not mad. Keisha's
I'm not.
over it, y'all.
I
Yeah, she's
like
fed up.
for one, they just need to do right by milestone in general.
Until
Like
you do right by
in
milestone.
general, you know?
Yeah,
Just like actually give milestone the space to put out a full universe again. Like, but yeah, sure. If that's what it takes for them to put it out, sure.
Okay,
What else?
period. Folks agree and folks agreeing. Okay, since we're
Alright.
also talking about oh my gosh, I'm having the worst of brain farts in this moment. Y'all forgive me.
Yo, I mean, I'm super proud of you because usually I'm the one that's like moving through things, and you've been like on and I'm like,
Like, yeah, we're connecting the dots. Y'all, we listen, and we're trying to improve. You know, you gotta step the steez up. But
right?
yeah, okay, we're talking about DC and what's going on and all that, whatever. There has been some slander in these comic book streets, and the
Yeah,
way that how I joke, like, I know y'all like to tussle. The way I was ready to scrap, because what you're not going to do is come for our good sis Stephanie Williams.
yeah. Like
Stephanie
this
Williams
was jacked
is
up.
if booked and busy was a person. So I seen this and was immediately appalled.
Yeah,
Immediately. So someone on X said, so for how long will DC keep Stephanie Williams as Tom King's house N-word? And I was
yeah.
like, wow, is that what we're doing? Just like loud and racist and ridiculous, like about a public figure. That's what we're doing. And so
Yeah.
Stephanie responded saying, not me being called Tom King's house in on X because I'm working. My job is to write comics and I write a lot of them. Are y'all okay? And I feel her on that, because it's like, it's very much giving a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because, like, you
Essentially.
literally have a problem with her working, with her being booked. Like,
I mean,
I feel
like
like it's a salty response to all of the record breaking first and award nominees that she has going on. Because, they love to be like, they either go the we're going to categorize you as an exceptional Negro, or we're going
mhm.
to attack your accomplishments.
And that's what they've been doing. Like with
Yeah,
Stephanie, like even before she got the Eisner nomination, like people have been using her name and everything she's doing in ways to help them benefit themselves. They've been using her as a token. They've
yeah,
been doing the most heinous and disrespectful things in
yeah.
Stephanie's name. And like Regine says, and like and like oh, Melanin Minds is agreeing. I think people are too comfortable online. I'm just saying, people are way
Yeah,
too comfortable
yeah.
typing things out, and we need more of those people like my good sis on TikTok who went and drove all them hours to visit that man and said, "See how easy I could find you." We need more
That's
people
why I
to
love
do
those
that.
videos where that dude is like, the streamer dude who be like, "Oh, you thought you were finna come on here and act stupid," and he like immediately finds them and puts them on blast. That
Mhm.
more of these people need to see that sort of thing, because it's like, I don't expect Stephanie to do that, because we literally just talked about her being booked
No,
and busy.
no.
That's not
Yeah.
what you think about her, is like none of her business, for real. Like, she's crushing it. This,
Yeah.
she might not have ever even seen it if some of these other places weren't like gassing it up and like, oh, the shock bait of it. But
Mhm.
yeah, oh, I agree. Okay, so real quick,
Yeah.
we don't want to skip through. Melanin Mind said, had me wanting to fight Cash and Steph a house in, like, really. And Punk Rock Chris said, oh, of course it was on X. F them racists. Because, like, literally, it's
Basically.
like, you know, to go where we're not at, because you would have got
Yeah.
caught up a lot sooner.
Right, that's not happening on Threads.
Right. And Regine
That
agrees it's time to go to folks' houses. Because
Mhm.
people, you're right, people are
Yeah,
too comfortable. And it's like,
yeah.
I really feel like the etiquette is lost, because it's like that in the book community too, where people like screaming about how bad a book was or whatever without having like any reason really why it's bad. They just want to scream and say it's bad and have like a negative take on something. And it's like,
Ooh.
I thought the rule was, if you're tagging someone, unless you would feel comfortable saying it to their face, then you don't need to tag them. Unless it's
I
something
think
that
it's
you would want to
nasty.
say standing in front of them, you don't need to
Mhm.
tag them. That's the rule. That's just being respectful.
No,
If you just
people
have to
aren't.
say something, but no, it's like, it's crazy. People
I
are
think
really just, the Twitter fingers are at it
yeah,
again.
I think in general as a society, we've lost what it means to remember other people's humanity, right? Like even in our fight to find fairness in the world and all of that, people forget, hey, that is a whole ass person over there. Chill the fuck out. Like it is wholly unnecessary for you to be acting like this. I think it's weird when people tag folks in negative reviews. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is the
What is
point
your goal?
of
Yeah.
right? Like, are you trying to fight? Like, I don't see the purpose. I don't even tag people when it's good. You gonna have to find my shit in the ether.
Really? No,
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
don't.
tag people when it's good, because I believe in giving people their flowers while they're alive. So,
No, you're absolutely right. There is a thing for I feel like there is a space for like, for making sure people get their flowers. And I do that in interviews and moderations and all of that. But I feel like review space specifically, I feel like that's for the reader. I might like if you get it and you see
review
it, that's fun.
spaces, I mean, like, uh, social media though is not the review space. The review space would be like Goodreads and whatever. That's why I'm
You
like, social
say
media
that.
can be used for multiple things, because it's also community. So that's different.
This is true.
Yeah.
But
But I
you
feel
know,
you, like, that's another thing too though. We talked about this as well. Like, a lot of people calling themselves reviewers or calling things a
that
review, and there's
part.
no like
That part.
critical thought happening. There's no like constructive criticism. Like, I feel like if you're
That
reviewing something, you should be able to say, okay, this, and this were not up to the quality that I was expecting, and here is why, and here's how it could have been better. But if you're literally just going like, oh,
it's not
I
giving.
DNF'd it because I couldn't relate, that's not a review.
It's not. No.
So that's different. That's why I say social media is not specifically or exclusively a review space,
Yeah.
because a lot of people calling themselves journalists and reviewers and they're not doing the work. So you
Bitch.
can't. Y'all, I be trolling my good sis whenever I get a chance, because I knew that was gonna make you laugh. But yeah, like, that's why you don't see me saying anything is a review. Like, in my bookish space or whatever, it'll be a preview,
My
my little play on
thoughts.
words, or I'll be
Yeah.
like, here's what I liked about it, or here, something like that. But you don't see me saying review. You don't see me saying review.
Mm-mm.
If you want like a actual review, I can point you to a few blogs that I respect. One of among them being the Blurred Library. But I don't do that, because I'm not doing all of that work. I'm here for the vibes.
It is work.
You know what I mean? It is work. That's the
It's
difference.
work.
Like,
It's
it's
work.
work. Exactly, punk rock
Yeah.
Chris. Review versus
Review.
opinion. Big
Right.
facts.
That's why I'll be like,
I know,
it's
Mel.
my thoughts, quick thoughts. We gonna
Period.
breeze right on past that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Period. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Al said that's why we have screenwriters, writers, and other literary organizations actually doing that. Like Bram Stoker Horror Awards. Like, so yeah, like
Ooh,
That's a
hot
good
take.
example of that.
It's
Yeah,
not a hot take really, but like I try not to put too much in these award shows. Like
yeah,
lately
because
they've
you've
been all
learned.
right. Yeah.
Learn.
We're still
Some
not.
people take that work seriously and some people don't, but
Yeah.
there's levels to
Yeah.
the shit for sure in any medium.
Exactly.
But yeah,
And all we can do, at least here on the Pink Riot Comic Show, we gonna give you our thoughts. And if you
yeah,
like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And no matter what, read it. Read it if you feel like you interested, Fuck
yeah.
our feelings.
Yeah, well, like actually,
I'm
you
big
never
on
hear us being like, "This is gospel." Forget what you have to say. No, that's never it.
right.
It's
I
like
know.
this
We
is
want you to be
how, yes,
critical.
this is the
And you can
lens
only
that we're
be
looking at it through. This is the reasons why we're viewing it that way. We would love for you to be on the same tip, but you kind of got to read it and do your own due diligence to even come up with a comparable take. So it's like
right. Right.
the
You
idea is
can't.
to encourage more people to be reading, regardless of what you think about it. But calling somebody outside of their name for doing a good job at their job is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what all this boils down to. That is crazy.
And people just need to get hit a few times.
Sometimes, you just gotta bust a dude in their mouth.
Sometimes, yeah. You
These are
know,
jokes, y'all. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But actually, though, like some
I
people,
don't know. Like some lessons are learned.
people need that reminder for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Stamp the lesson as many ways as you need to. So
Keisha said, "Yeah, no, somebody get the belt. Get the belt."
to adults specifically. But not speaking of that, and like I feel like that's like a beautiful like transition
Aren't we crushing
into
it
our
as
right.
always?
Oh, we are killing it today. We are killing it today.
Yeah.
We have our Riot review, and for those who are listening, and if this is your first time listening, hey, how you doing? This is our Riot review every third Thursday of the month. We go into deep dive on a graphic novel, or hopefully in future compilation or omnibus or whatever, just something that we have read together, and we are just giving our thoughts.
Yeah.
We're giving this. So this month, because it's Pride Month, hey, we chose a book by a queer author, Lee Lai, and it is published by Drawn and Quarterly, and it is canon. Now,
Yes,
this
and
is
shout out to Regine for
yes,
putting this on her list of Eisner-nominated books that you should check out. We
yes,
love her down and love anytime that somebody we respect gives us a rec. We're gonna try to get that on the TBR ASAP. So this just ticked all of the boxes for what we were trying to do for
yes,
this month's Riot review. So thank you so much. And you know what's crazy? I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait so that I can get my copy because it seemed really cool and whatever. And I recently was going through all of my stuff and things from everything we got from San Diego Comic Con.
So you
And
remember it, right? It's in one of the pictures.
yes, it's literally and that just lets you know the sheer volume of stuff that gets kind of thrown at you in that space. But
Yeah.
so we went by this imprints table and was checking everything out,
And it
and
was
y'all
there.
literally grabbed one of the little handouts for all of the books that were written by authors of color for to reference and look back on later. But the booth was so crazy when we went over there. There was nobody who was pitching the story to us. You know what I mean? We just literally was grabbing shit just because it was
Yeah.
oh, okay, we want to check out stuff from all of the booths. And I'm literally kicking myself because I'm like, we could have read this a year ago.
We could have. Yeah. Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
here now. It's okay, and okay. You know how I am about a black and white book or a grayscale book. And so when I cracked this bad boy open, I was like, oh man. But
No.
what I will say is
Okay.
that this book is an excellent example of why you can't put those art styles all in the same box, because this did not come across as empty or
No, not at
like
all.
because of the missing, because there was no color. That was not it. It actually lent itself to like a softer, like kind of humorous tone because of the lines and the lack of color. So I was like, okay, this, I don't know if it's just this artist is really in their bag, or if I need to like revisit the way that I look at those things, because it's like I've learned
Both.
that only, you're absolutely right. There's only like certain manga that I've just been like, oh yeah, I'm just like enamored with this. Like, it didn't bother me that there was no color. It's the same way, like, this, who is the artist on this? Because they ate.
And no, same. It's cartoonist. So it's Lee Lai who wrote and drew this.
Oh, Ro Andrew. Okay, period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like the whole
This
thing is like black and white, grayscale, like light wash, like this, with an exception of some parts where they're talking about horror things, horrific things, and they're in red. And
yeah.
I thought that was hilarious, like absolutely hilarious.
Well,
But
hold on. We gotta back up and tell
yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
what the book is
But I
about.
was I was
So
getting there.
no,
Are you gonna do the
I'll
summary, or you?
try. I'll
Okay,
try. I'll try.
period.
I'll try. So this is canon by Lee Lai. I believe this is their second graphic novel out, and it's done by Drawn and Quarterly. It was published in 2025. So this is like a slice of life, if you will, slice of friendship, if you will, where we have this main character, Lucy, who has a friendship with a woman named Trish. They're both Asian American, or not Asian American, but they're Asian, and they are, they are struggling in their relationship. Lucy is someone who has taken on the burdens of everyone else's life. She's dealing with her grandfather and trying to, support him through his ailments. She's dealing with her friend Trish, who was not like being the best friend that she could be, and she's not able to explain things. She has this like quasi relationship with a coworker that is, just ugh. Um, and she has a mom who's been avoiding her because Lucy's trying to get help with her grandfather, and the mom is just, because of the mom's traumas, is not able to really help. And so Lucy has been taking all of this on, and she's trying to deal with all of that and center herself through meditation and running, and she still, no matter what ends up boiling over. Shit hits the fan. She ends up destroying everything. We actually start the comic uh with her destroying her job. Like destroying the restaurant. And so we see her try to work out her feelings towards everyone and deal with everything she's dealing with. Um I hope that was a decent synopsis.
You
I
did a
didn't want to
great
take too
job.
much
You did a
time.
great job. It's always interesting to see how each of us like give our spiel about what a book is about, because we both tend to
Hmm.
gravitate towards different like themes and emotions within books. But I love when we flip flop, because then I'm just like, okay, like
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
was trying to keep it tight
yeah,
because, like, I know we're gonna get into, because there's so many things that happen in this comic, like
yeah, yeah,
with this minimal art. There's still like some fantastic stuff happening that I want to get into. But yeah, that is the overall synopsis of the book. I'm gonna
yeah.
just say, I mean, we can just say like immediately, did you like it? I mean, did you like?
So
I was,
I loved it actually. So I there were
yay!
parts, y'all know me. I'm like, typically, if I'm reading something, I'm like, where the magic or the aliens at? You know what I mean? Like, I gotta see something supernatural happening. And the way that this cover is, you're thinking that it's gonna be like horror or have something like supernatural going or something like that. But the way that it
Yeah.
was literally just like, I don't want to call it slice of life because it dealt with some heavy themes, but it really was slice of like real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, maybe I
I
said
mean,
that
that's
wrong.
what slice of life really it looks at, an aspect of life and like how we work through things.
Right.
You
I
know,
guess,
and
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go.
I was gonna say, I feel like typically when I hear slice of life, and this is where, actually having a clear definition of like themes and genres is important, guys, instead of just going into things with vibes. So we're all learning here, babes. But before this, or I guess before this conversation, my thought when I hear slice of life is like, if it's a slice, then it's like pie or cake. So there's like a sweets factor to it.
Ah.
It's something
Mm-hmm.
nice, whatever. Instead of just like, oh, it could be casserole, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, so like when I think slice of life, I'm like, oh, it's cutesy. There's love. There's whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But no, this was like dealing with some stuff. So it, my favorite thing about it was processing anger and then also taking accountability for places where you aren't showing up fully for yourself.
Yeah.
And because those are like common themes that everybody deals with in some form or fashion. So like in this case, canon, even down to the damn name of the book, canon is
Yo,
not this person's name.
at
This was,
all.
their name is Lucy, okay? And
Not even the last name.
right.
Like,
Like it's nothing like that. Their name is Lucy, and their friends started calling them Loose, and their coworkers heard them being called Loose, and they just added Cannon, and then it just turned into everyone just calling them Cannon. And it's just like, the fact that they don't care, they don't say one way or another what they think about the name, but they just kind of went with it and let people call them that, to the point where some people don't know their actual name, is like a prime
yeah.
example of that, like not taking ownership or accountability for how you move in different situations and how you formulate the relationships that you're having by whether you set the boundaries or not. So that's part of it. And then also like the cover here, you see these birds. That was my second favorite thing about the book, is that when Cannon is experiencing these like flurries of anger or overwhelm of the feelings, you see all these birds show up.
Yeah.
And they're not explained for the first chunk of it. They're just there and you're like, okay, is Canon seeing things? Is this supposed to just be a feeling? Like, I love that it wasn't explained to us immediately. A little like into it, it is like the question is
Yeah.
asked, but I love that it's just shown to us in the beginning and you have to kind of guess at or try to decide for yourself. And it's obvious, but it's just kind of like, is that what it is, or is it going to be something more insidious? That was me the whole book.
Oh,
Like
really?
I would say I was halfway through the book before I was like, oh, it's not going to be. I was waiting for Cannon to turn into a big ass bird or some monster, something that the birds
Oh,
follow
you really was like,
to
this is
deal with.
speculative fiction. I
Literally, I
don't
was like,
care.
I went into it blind just off the strength of Regine's recommendation and the props from the Eisner nom, and was like, I'm sure it'll be great in some way. And I'm reading this with my girl, so it don't really matter. You know what I mean? But I literally was like, this must be what's going to happen next. And it did not. And I was not disappointed by it at all, because the exploration of all of Cannon's relationships and Cannon's hot mess friends relationships
Oh my
were
goodness.
like,
Trish is a hot.
they were painful and like a car crash to watch, but they were also like beautifully flawed. Like she's literally just trying to figure it out and being
Yeah.
a shit human along the way doing it. And I feel like
Trish,
there's not enough of
absolutely.
those where, and in canon, it took canon a minute, but canon holds her accountable for that shit and it's just like, nah, you were fucked up.
Yeah.
And it didn't need to be a big blow up and this is never, the end of our, however, what was it, like 14-year friendship or whatever. It was
Yeah.
just like, you fucked up and no, I haven't forgiven you yet, but we just gonna chill in the meantime till I figure it out. And that's so
Woo.
real.
That I feel like that was the lesson I took from it because I'm currently dealing with that.
Oh,
But
babes.
like, not like seeing Lucy like this entire like it, if we're just talking like characterization, this is like a brilliant and such a relatable character. We have this woman who is, you know, struggling in like every facet of life. Like there
Yeah,
is no break. But people see her because she's quiet. They see her as the solid rock, right? She's the one that everyone can depend on. She's the one that everybody turns to for help, or they just assume she's going to take care of it because she's reliable, she's dependent, she is responsible, all those good things. But
yeah,
like, she's that ass struggling under all this weight that nobody else has. Like, everybody else is free to, be flawed and fuck up in spaces, and she doesn't allow herself to do that, and she is letting other people just like continue to burden her.
yeah,
That we know many people who do that. That's something some people have had to learn, to not do over time.
yeah,
Um it that was seeing her blow up, because like I said, we start the comic. This is not a spoiler at all. We start the comic with her destroying everything. She's finally snapped and it's like, yo, fuck all of this.
but it's hilarious. The
It
way that
is.
on the page is legit funny. And the
It's-
fact that you have no context as to why that is occurring. And and there's even a
and then
point
like
where Canon
afterwards they're like,
and
you let's go. Let's
yeah,
like
yeah.
we're done.
Canon and her friend are just kind of looking at each other like like, and this is how you're introduced to both of them as characters,
Mhm.
so you're kind of just like, wait, what is going on here? Like, okay.
Yeah.
I uh i really loved the humor in like some of those, like it reminded me of like moments in Abbott Elementary when Gregory looks at the camera.
Oh, for
it
sure.
it had that same type of humor of like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? um and to your point about like her figuring that part out, even you see there's like little flickers of Canon trying to like, lean on other people in the story like they typically lean on her. And
Mhm.
they did this cool thing that made me be like, let me check myself, where you seen the word bubbles.
Can
Canon
I
would be
talk about
saying
that?
something, and then another word bubble would be like blocking some of what Canon was saying in front of it, because and like so many people in her life were doing this to her. So it's like,
Yo, I loved the lettering in this book
yes,
so,
yes,
so much.
yeah,
Like, just to add on to what Brie was saying about like the way they used it to show how, Lucy was constantly being cut off from everybody. It was like the way they used it to spread out lettering in the background and not get like the full context of conversations that are happening. So Lucy's like either in a daze or just like not being spoken to but spoken
yeah,
at, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, oh man, the lettering is so minimal and so fucking brilliant in this one.
yeah,
Like, it was amazing. Like I'm gonna do this. So like I'm gonna pull up one. Oh man, the lighting is terrible.
What
But
page is
it is page 209. But let me see if one of my images that I have in here
yeah.
does that, because yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on okay, so none of the ones that I pulled have that thing, but like,
I got it up.
all right. Yes, thank you. Okay, so
Mhm.
you can see like in here you have Lucy's trying to explain things in the background, and yet again she's being cut off by this jerk who is her boss. When I say this is a horrible person through and through, the entire book, you wish
Yeah.
nothing but death on this man.
Gross. Just gross.
Just absolutely disgusting individual. Um, but like, yeah, like this is happening to Lucy in the entire book. So like imagine like constantly getting cut off when you're trying to vocalize and advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
like
not
that.
just by I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go.
I was gonna say, and not just by the douche canoe that is her boss. It's literally
Mm-hmm.
every single person.
Every
Like
my best
how Keisha
friend.
mentioned, yeah, the best friend for sure does it a lot. But how Keisha
Mhm.
mentioned that Cannon has been trying to reach her mother to get help with her grandfather. It's revealed that the grandfather was, I guess, abusive to the mom, and she's dealing with the trauma of that, so she doesn't want to be bothered with him. But it has like landed Cannon with that responsibility. So you see Cannon reaching out to the mom via phone call, via text, and the mom just kind of talks over her with like the everyday niceties, like the typical like autopilot things
Hey,
to
how you
say.
doing?
Yeah, and like, oh, we should meet on this day or whatever, we'll catch up another time, or I don't have time, or like literally Cannon can't get a word in edgewise, and then the call is done because the
Mhm.
mom like brushed her off. And you get the energy of that in a lot of other books, but none like the with the overlapping word speech bubbles. It was very brilliantly done because you get
Yeah.
the understanding of the breaks in that conversation, and the sheer frequency that that happens to Canon in the book has you being like, oh, this is a like all the time problem for Canon with everybody.
Yeah. To be in on the fact that she's dealing with all of these other things, like all of her houses are in disarray, and yet you're like, yo, when is she gonna snap? You know she's gonna slap. She needs to snap. Like that's the most important part. You walking away from the story
Actually,
going, yo, she needs to go off on someone,
yeah.
because this is, I think the only time I felt like she didn't, I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna have like this little slice of happiness, was with the coworker for like maybe 20% of the book, before I was like, oh, you're also trash.
Yes.
I was like, you're also trash, because the way this coworker is a new coworker, new to the job, the crew, whatever, and the coworker's hitting on her hard, and
Like
Lucy's like, "Oh, you want
no
me?
filter. Yeah, yeah.
Period." And so, like, they're doing their thing. They are having a grand old time.
Like, and it's
Side
on page.
note, right? I was about to say, side note, this book is quite graphic. You are seeing full frontal of everyone.
Everyone.
Okay.
Listen all.
Everyone, regardless of gender, we are seeing full frontal. And so, like, they are getting it in, and so I'm like, oh, okay, we're getting our rocks off. We're getting
Ooh, okay.
some kind of, you know, some kind of, de stressing. And no, this woman's still, still being difficult, still adding to the stresses in her life. So, like, the hell with everybody. The hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into like sexuality and how it was talked about in this book. Brilliant, right? Like we are
Yes. Yeah.
uh it was quite amazing. One, I thought that our main character was asexual, because of how the boss was talking about her. And I was like, oh, okay. And then come to find out, not at all. Not at
Like,
all. He's just an ass.
I'm so glad you said that because literally during the scene when you see that happening, like it's literally just the boss is introducing all of the other people who work in the restaurant to this new woman who's working there, who's going to be working front of house. And
Hmm.
everyone else who is male gets described based on what they bring to the table in terms of specialty or how long they've been there or whatever, da, 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 da. And then this douche canoe gets to canon and like kind of does that, but then goes, she's ace. And it's like, why is
Halfway.
that part of the introduction? And that was just another example of like canon just letting shit slide, just letting shit rock and not like speaking up
Yeah.
for herself, because it's like, why was that necessary? That was wildly inappropriate. So that just
And I
tells you the type of person the boss is to like offer it.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And like I I like that we as the reader were confused, because then by the time it makes sense, you're angry for Canon. Like you're
Yes.
angry for Lucy. You're like, yo, how come you're not opening your mouth?
Yeah.
Right? Like halfway through the book, you're throwing popcorn at the screen. Bitch, talk. Like like
Yes.
you need to do something, because this kind of disrespect is wild. It is absolutely wild. I like we should not be accepting this. Like here and there, sure, people are in the middle of their own things and we get wrapped up in stuff, but the
Yeah.
level to which she is dealing with disrespect is crazy.
Constantly. Constantly.
And so she like, and can we talk about how, and hear me, I don't like self-help books at all. And so like she's listening to this podcast, or I don't know, this book, and it's trying to teach her on meditation. And so
Yeah.
like you're going through the book reading this, and I don't know if you did it, but you're like, oh, it like you bring your voice. Like for me, my internal voice went all the way down and calm, and I tried to like mimic that, and I was like, this
Yeah.
feels weird
So like
completely.
for me, my job, one of the like health and wellness benefits is that we got access to like several apps that are supposed to help with like calming and centering. One of them is literally called the Calm app, and there are like several different levels in there that are supposed to help you with like breathing exercises and focus exercises. So my brain immediately went to that. Like I love that you were like, "Oh, it must be a book or a self-help book or something like that." Every time, well not every time, but every time that Cannon goes running, she
Mhm.
has headphones in, and then that's when we see the most of the wavy. But you can, so to me I took it as a, it could be an audiobook, but I assumed it was one of those type of apps because that's the only frame of reference that I have to that. I don't like self-help books
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
um
Mhm.
and they do give you like some modeling for breathing so that you can focus on different parts of your body or while you're doing different activities. So I assumed it was like that was her aid while she's running. And then when you see the wavy words, you know that that's her recalling that. If she doesn't have her headphones in, it's her recalling that. So she's reminding herself, like, bitch, breathe. And it doesn't say that, but that's
No,
how
that's
I
exactly
read
the
it.
vibe.
It was
Yeah.
like, oh, she's checking in. She's trying to use the tools that she's gotten from this app or whatever to help her like regulate her breath and whatever. And I was like, that's hilarious and also so real, because when you, if you're working on yourself, babes, and you're in therapy or whatever and you're getting these new tools, you have to like remind yourself or train yourself to use them, because it's easy to revert back and just, rest in your poor old behavior. but you have to like consciously remind yourself to do the things. So we have Canon constantly reminding herself, okay, bitch, just breathe. Because the
Yeah.
words are popping up.
But that only works when you're actually speaking, because
Yes,
clearly it was not successful. She was
right.
quite literally running her feet into the ground, like had
Yeah.
open blisters and stuff, destroying her shoes in the process. Like she's doing all of these things, but it's not really, making any kind of forward progress.
Yeah. That
And
scene where she went to the doctor,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh, Canon. So there's a
yeah,
scene, guys, where Canon is going to the doctor because she done ran a hole through her shoes. That's how much our good sis is running, okay? She goes to the doctor to get her foot checked out, and the doctor is like, I hope this isn't like some like crash diet or whatever. And Cannon's like, I don't care about weight, whatever. Da, da, da. That was another great thing in the book, body positivity. Cannon's like, oh, we
yes.
whoop de whoop
Yeah, we're getting real bodies in this
yeah,
coming.
real
I
bodies.
absolutely love that.
Titties hanging, like, the thing, the body is bodying, but she's in this appointment with the doctor, and the doctor establishes that it's not a weight loss thing. And she's like telling her, like, yeah, it's cool to be running, but if you're running to like get away from the thing, like if you're trying to tell your body that, feel better because we're away from the thing, at some point you have to address the thing. You can't just keep running. And I was like, deep. Do you do that? And what's that fool's name? The bear dude from Chowder, the chef. He would be like,
Oh, I know
deep.
you.
So
Yeah.
whenever I come across a moment where I'm like, ooh, that's a message, I'll be like, deep.
Mm. I
So
actually
that was
just do
definitely it
the
for me.
I do the what do you call it? The brothers message.
Message,
That
yeah,
real simple.
yeah, yeah. It's like deep,
Now,
but yeah, it's like, oh, Cannon, you are trying to run away from all of this stuff, and it is not helping.
mm, at
Like,
all.
you're gonna
At
have to address
all.
that. Yeah.
Like,
You're laughing at us talking about titties hanging. Oh, what's okay? My bad. Real
oh,
quick,
they are.
Navy
Hey,
baby. Hey,
Navy. Oh,
Navy.
Ryan's here
Hey,
too. Hey,
Ryan. What
hey.
up? What up?
Yeah, like,
Yes, I love it. What's up, y'all? But
and
yeah, when we
I,
say the titties is hanging, they hanging.
yeah, everywhere. It
Get
was
the whoopty
wonderful.
whoop from the coworker, and the bodies are regular. They real regular.
Regular. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it.
Yes.
Like, and to see just seeing bodies just, oh, it was beautiful the way everything was drawn,
Yeah.
especially like a lot of the sex scenes, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta go off. Go
Yeah. Yeah.
off.
Like plural,
Hook hook the
sexy.
hands again.
That was like another thing too. So like a lot of these kind of like toxic behaviors got addressed in a very like indirect, very smooth,
Yes.
very palatable way, because like
Yeah.
the best friend is, and that's like I'm using that term loosely, but the friend literally was like, yeah, because I was like, oh no, yuck. The
You
friend
know,
was out here just like flat out telling her situationship, I'm emotionally unavailable. Like that's a good reason to be treating somebody like trash.
yeah.
He literally was just pulling up for the whoop de whoop, and he was trying to be like, oh, you don't have to go, you could stay, or we could do
You
this.
hungry?
Oh,
You want to eat?
how
Let's go on a walk.
hilarious was that scene? Okay, so yes, Keisha, they go on a walk, y'all. And then afterwards, she's telling Cannon about said walk, and is like, it's like he's trying to make some cute rom com scene where we have some beautiful moment or whatever. And Cannon's looking like,
Hey,
wait, isn't that a good thing? Like,
hear me out. Hear me out before we start judging Trish, okay? I've done similar. So
I
this
feel
was in
like if
college. This was
okay,
in
go ahead. My
college.
bad.
Oh boy. Uh we had a little arrangement. And then
Mhm.
one day he asked me what my hopes and dreams were, and I was like, absolutely not. I never spoke to
Not
him
him
again.
caring gave you the ick. That is
Absolutely
crazy.
did.
See, so okay, somebody in the chat earlier said communication. This book is like all of the things about communication because I feel you. I can see where that type of thing could happen, but that's another example of miscommunication because
Hmm.
there's nothing
She ain't
wrong
tell him prior.
with a mutually understood transactional relationship with somebody where it's
Hmm.
like, yeah, because Trish even says, um Cannon asked Trish like, "Oh, or so you're using him?" And Trish goes, "Well, I'd like to think he's doing the same thing. He's using me too." But then we hear more from him, and that's not what he was doing. So Trish
Yeah.
made the assumption that they had an understanding or an agreement that was never vocalized, and that was another thing too. Cannon literally says like two or three times in the book, like, did you have a conversation? And it gets cut off because Trish is whatever she's
Thinking
saying is
about
cutting it
self.
off. And
Hmm.
Trish never answers the question. And then now she's out here looking crazy because the guy's like, that's not what it was. Like, he's literally like trying to do thoughtful things to help them like build on their relationship while they're having whoop de whoop. And she's not going for it. And then she
Yeah.
later they agree like, okay, we didn't want the same things, that's okay, let's part on good terms. And then they don't do that. That was the funniest thing to me. They decided that Trish was gonna leave, and then they literally looked at each other right before she left and they started going at it again. That was the
Yep.
funniest scene. I'm like, yeah, this is, but that's so
Trish was
real. Like,
messy. Yeah. Trish was very, very, very messy. And I do appreciate that by the end of the book. Well, one, I'm going to say this. I think even though she is not the best person,
mm-hmm.
there was still this vein of caring for Lucy, even though it wasn't done in the best way. It wasn't done in the best way. I
Yeah.
wish, she could have been a lot better, but like, she still cared about her in her, her very, very misguided way.
Yeah.
And I think that is the only thing that saves them as a friendship for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, throughout the story, you can see when Trish does kind of get out her head, she tries slightly and then immediately fucks up. like, but
Yeah, I
like,
will go ahead. I'm sorry.
no,
Finish.
there is this small attempt. There is a small attempt there. I think that's the only thing that saves their relationship for me is that even through her misguidedness, there is an attempt there. I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if she'd be a best friend after that, especially after the whole
Yeah,
board thing
the both do.
that the board
Yeah, I
that
was like,
happened.
oh, I don't think they're gonna make their way back after that. But I feel so. Here's the thing. In my brain, Trish is a like dumpster fire of a person in and of herself,
Fair.
and but the snippets that we got of like flashbacks of their time together, they were really good friends at some point and were
Or
really close. And Trish does speak to the fact that Cannon gets in sapphic relationships and disappears, and she won't hear from her. There's two sides to the coin. What Trish
yeah.
Trish had things kind of piled up from them like growing apart over time, on top of the fact that Trish's life was a dumpster fire at the time because she's doing her writing thing or whatever, which was the ultimate betrayal. So Trish is right. The another side story that's happening outside of what Canon has going on is that Trish is meeting with a like mentor to help her with her writing, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
she's like trying to publish whatever her work. And she's getting all this feedback, and it's clear that the pressure of not meeting the expectations or the standards of this mentor is weighing heavily on Trish, which
Which, by
makes
the
her.
way,
So, what'd you say?
that mentor was trash.
A hundred
Just
percent,
like
100%.
the you know the is the word racist, highly prejudiced,
Yeah,
just insensitivity that
yeah.
happened between those two.
So
She
yeah, the
sorry,
context of
continue.
that. No, you're fine. I just want to make sure that so like the mentor is speaking from like a publishing and a this is how you get the funding, and you can write whatever because you're ticking these boxes because you're Asian and you're queer. So really you could write whatever. You just need to clean up what you have. So it's like partially trying to be helpful, but also partially being really shitty and not like nurturing Trish as a writer. But Trish is
Mhm.
like locked in and meeting with that was the most consistent thing Trish did the whole thing was meet with the
Yeah.
fucking mentor. And the mentor is like not doing the best, and Trish is feeling the pressure from that. So Trish starts infusing her canon's real life shit into what she's writing, and she's
Nasty.
mapping it out on like a board, a wall in her apartment so that she
Yeah.
can keep track of it. But she's using these like really messed up descriptive words of like canon and the emotions
She's
and
she's
everything that she's
analyzing her the way
yeah,
writers analyze their characters, like breaking
mm,
her down to her bare elements. And I
yeah,
mean, that
in
I
a
can
kind
only
way.
imagine how that is. So
1,000%.
right. And like to walk in and see like everything about you analyzed in such a meticulous, way that, I don't know, I thought that Lucy was gonna blow up right then and there.
Yeah,
And the fact that that didn't happen there, I was like, "Oh, what's
yeah,
going on with you, homegirl?" Because like that would have been a phone call. That would have been me smooth cussing somebody the fuck out.
yeah,
Because excuse you,
yeah.
why
That's
are
a
you saying all these things about me, my grandfather, my mother, all
yeah.
these?
You did not that is not respecting me as a person, as a friend, as anything. And that was also something that Trish brought up like, "Oh, so you've just been letting this fester. You already knew and you've just been letting it fester." Did that make it okay that she did it in the first place? No,
No,
but she did have a point about that. So what I was trying to say is that like they have their things there. You can tell that there was a tenderness and a care to their friendship before they started kind of drifting apart, as in a way. But like she's
mhm,
still at the root. Trish still knew Lucy as a person because she knew that Lucy wanted somebody at the hospital with her to deal with the stuff that was going with her grandfather, like, and she didn't even have to ask. Like Lucy assumed that Trish wouldn't be down for that, and Trish is like, I mean, yeah, nobody wants to do it, but I know that you want that. I know that you need that,
mm,
regardless of whatever else is going on. So, are they good friends? Yes. Have they been being good to each other or to themselves?
no,
No, which is why I felt like after one saving grace about Trish is that yeah, she was a dumpster fire, but as soon as she seen where the fuck up was for real, because she very much seemed like she was spiraling
yeah,
in every situation where it was pointed out to her that she was fucking up. She worked to fix it, like with
she
old dude
did.
that she was talking to. He called her
Mhm.
out on her shit, and she was like, "Oh, that's right. That is messed up. I didn't have the context of this. Now I'm gonna try to treat you like a person and actually hang out and do the things and whatever." And I love that they didn't end up together. We see him with somebody else at the end of the book, and then
Yeah,
we also see that once her and Lucy have the knockdown drag out conversation, it's like they bonded over fucking up the restaurant, and then it was like Lucy felt like she had the autonomy to be like, nah, you fucked up. That's still not cool, but we're going to deal with this part right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was like, that was one of my favorite parts about the book, that it was like it's slice of life, but it's not completely closed off, because both of them had tremendous growth in a very short space of time. And the best part about the story was that they seen that happening for each other and respected it, and were like, yeah, we're just gonna, this gonna be our journey together, because our
Mm-hmm.
friendship doesn't just go away. So I hate it when like the best parts is literally the cheesiest of cliches, where it's like, oh, it's not about what happened, it's the friends you made along the way. It is, guys, it really is. But no, this
Yeah.
this book does it in a really smooth way, where it doesn't like hit you over the head, and is dealing with
Yeah.
so many other themes at the same time. It's like, wow, like, oh, one more thing. The mom, the way that she just was like, yep, he died. Let's still have
Yo,
dinner on Saturday. I was like,
right.
yo,
You can see the happiness. Wow, this woman is not smiling at all in any of
yeah,
those panels where we're talking about like the grandfather's death. She's absolutely, you could just see the relief on her face. Like, I no
yeah,
longer have to do this. And then that's when she starts to like engage with her daughter.
yeah. She's
Messed
like,
up
I'm
still.
free to correct this with you, because he's not attached on the other end of it. It's like, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, Dottie about books. Hey. They said two things. They said, so pleased to hear you talking about this. I legit cried when it won the Stella Prize last month. As it
No.
should. This is a great, I can see why it got nominated so many times.
Yeah.
I wanted to win multiple. Dottie also said, oh, so when we were talking about the Ace thing,
Hmm.
and now this makes sense. Dottie is from Australia, right? And this is an Australian cartoonist that is currently living in Canada.
Yeah.
So when we took Ace as asexual, apparently Ace is also slang for great.
Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense, because I was
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. I was like, what is going on here?
thank you, Siri. That is like,
Right?
that gives it a totally different context, because we were both mad for Lucy. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still mad because like old boy's an ass, but like, okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Ooh,
sense. It still adds
ooh.
on, but in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes me
Yeah.
feel a little bit better. He didn't cross the
Yeah.
boundary for real until later on in the book then. Because I was like, dang,
Yeah.
he's just showing us off rip. He's a terrible
Right.
person. Like,
But I what I do want to talk about before we end this real quick is just how like the panels are structured. So it's, if you look at any page, really it's a 4-panel grid. There are only 4 panels on a page, and then every once in a while you'll get 1 panel on a page. I won't even call it a splash page because it's very contained, right?
yeah.
And I find that like the organization of the panels in this book very much speaks to just like it I feel like it's like in direct opposition to the chaos of everyone's life, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not spilling out of the page, we're not being cute and creative with it. Everything is contained. Meanwhile,
Even in
everyone,
where the
right,
words are going off where you can't see, because of what
right.
Keisha was talking about like who's speaking and who's perceiving it and all of that, it's
Like
still
no,
very strict to the four
it's cut
panels.
off. Right. If you don't know it, you don't know it. And you keep it moving. Like
Yeah.
everything is contained in its itty bitty box. Meanwhile, everybody in that box is doing fuck shit. Like
Or yelling and cussing in French. That was hilarious
right.
too. Yeah.
Right. Like I loved this. It kept the pace of the story so well while
Yeah.
also saying, hey, things are not going, everything is messy. But
Yeah.
this right here, we're gonna keep it contained and paced very, very well. I loved everything about this. Also, the fact that people of color, actual people of color, even in grayscale, we have different skin tones, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. They
Yeah.
fantastic job.
Yeah.
I tabbed the crap out of this one. I don't know if y'all can see.
I did not
Yeah.
tab, but the vibes were definitely strong with this one. It's 100% Pink Riot approved on both sides.
Absolutely. Ah, dang it. I missed it. Wait, say it one more time.
100% Pink Riot approved on both sides.
Yeah.
We both like this
I love
one. We both would 100% recommend it. And it's one that I'm glad that I have this beautiful hardcover in my library because I would revisit it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a beautiful cover.
Yeah.
And I mean, we didn't even talk about like how food shows up in this comic for real, for real.
Yeah.
Because that's something I put in my notes. I was like, okay, so if you've ever watched The Bear, because of that
Yes.
show, I firmly believe that anyone who works in the restaurant industry, they're all batshit crazy. And that shows up so hard in this comic. Like the
Yeah.
arguments that are happening behind, in the kitchen, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. Because you're not about to yell at me like that or tell me, or like have the owner guy, the boss, who's like not preparing everybody. So like they're all struggling to like get through a night, and you're seeing the pure chaos that Lucy has to deal with. Absolutely not. I'm calling out. I'm quitting immediately. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
I absolutely love the food aspect of this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ugh, that just made me think of another situation where Trish was just completely locked into her own bullshit because she said something to the effect of, "Oh, isn't it must be so nice that in your line of work all you have to do is this," and it's like, girl, she is definitely working harder than you in that restaurant than you are, like,
that part.
stealing ideas to write about by taking someone
Ooh,
else's whole life. I was
say it.
salty at that point with her, but I was like, how dare you say that? Like, you don't know until you walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. So it's like, come on, big ass water, period.
I'm crying.
I
This is
love
the
that for
okay
you.
for those listening. Okay, I have a giant ass water
Igloo
thing.
cooler.
It's the only way, because like if I can't always remember to refill a water bottle, and so I have a
Mm.
giant one so that I
She
could just
actually
walk
listened
around
to
with
me,
this one.
guys.
Yes. So
We're gonna
now I
cover
just
the
carry.
brand because we're not getting sponsored, but your girl finished. Your girl finished her water today.
See,
I'm trying to be a gallon girly, and it's hard, y'all. It's
it is
hard.
very hard, very hard. But we drinking our water,
Yeah.
and and
It's a
we're working
hydrated
out.
hot girl summer. What'd you
Mm,
say?
I think we're working out.
Mm.
Mm, all right.
We could be doing better at that. But I am drinking my water. Mind your business. Thank you, Brayburn.
Hey,
Brayburn says they are proud of us both. We're doing our best.
we are. We are. We
Okay,
trying.
period. Mr. Al Kebalon says that's how I do the papaya sea moss smoothies. LOL. You know what? I love that.
Nice.
I'm not putting it
Yeah.
in my smoothies because I don't want to taint the taste, but I do have 2 heaping tablespoons of sea moss gel in the morning. It's for
Huh.
good gut health. And I feel like it's making a bit of a difference. I also feel like my skin is a lot clearer as well.
Mm,
That
I
could
like
just be
that.
the water though. That's the tough
I
thing
was about to
about
say,
like
right? It's
switching up
like
a
when
bunch
you.
of shit at the same time. But I'm like, it doesn't hurt. It's supposed to be good for your gut health. So we're gonna keep rocking
Yeah.
with it.
I love that. Nah.
Yeah.
This was a solid book, and
Yes.
I'm really excited. I kind of want to like try to read 2 or 3 more, Eisner nominated books before we go to San Diego, just to be like, oh, I read that. I
Yeah,
read
yeah.
that. If I could vote on it, I probably would.
Oh, okay. I have to tell y'all this. So I didn't realize this, but there is a duo who's nominated for their story, and I did not realize that they got a was it is it Pulitzer Prize for this?
Okay, which book?
I can't. It's not a book. It's a story, and it was like in comic format, and it's a woman and a man. They're both South Asian, and it won the Pulitzer, and I'm just like, wow, that's really cool.
I like that.
Right.
But I'm looking it up now. Oh wait. Okay. An illustrated. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got it. I got it. I got it. Wait, did I get it? Nope. Nope. I don't have it. Is it called Trapped?
That sounds right. Hold on, let me see.
That's from 2025, though.
That I mean that it could
Oh
still very
no.
well be it though.
Yeah. Oh dang, that's what's up. Yeah, I want to keep reading a lot more of these because I think it's like exposing us to different comics, right? Like
There we
I mean, we clearly showed that we
Thanks, Braver.
we had the opportunity in San Diego to look at this and we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So like the fact that this and Regine, like it put it on our radar. Like I while I still don't like putting a whole lot into awards, there's something, like I said, there's something about this Eisner Awards that I'm really, really interested in. And I'm hoping that they continue for the foreseeable future. Because this was phenomenal. Oh, Jin Yoon Yang, I like his writing very,
That's
very much.
not what I'm talking about though. That's not the one.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Hold on.
Hold on, I grabbed it for one of our upcoming posts. I was getting all the screen grabs of that stuff. Hold on.
Huh. I mean, this says Trap, but that's, like I said, that's
Is
2025.
it this?
We
This
can
is
figure
it.
it out. Yes, that's the one I was looking at. Trap.
Yeah, that's it.
And I can put the link here because it's actually free to read online right now,
Yeah,
which is super dope.
right. But yeah, they won the Pulitzer.
And yeah, and if you go to the Pulitzer webpage,
Can you pull it up?
if there's a paywall, hold on, let me see. If you go there and if there's a paywall, they give you let's see if can you see this? Oh, no,
I'm
you can't.
a page from
Hold on.
Canon.
Okay. Here we go.
There we go.
So if you ignore that, they'll give you a PDF of the work to read here. So if you go to the Pulitzer Prize website, you can watch it, read it there, which is super dope.
Right?
Absolutely dope. So the fact now that I know, I'm gonna read this because this is a shorter one, obviously,
Yeah.
being a webcomic. But yeah, this is really exciting. I
Yeah.
want to read a few more before San Diego, and you know,
Yeah.
I want to be like nosy.
Absolutely, because we about to pull up to the Eisners like
Right? Like,
it
that
really
one.
it was a well deserved win. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I love saying that in people's comments. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
But yeah, looking through those, I was like, we gotta find okay, see Regine is clapping. Trapped is so we both did it. Trapped is so good. But yeah,
Yeah.
was going through those noms to see like what I would want to check out and what I had read already. And I was really
Mhm.
proud that like the majority of the stories that were written by authors of color that were nominated were ones that I had either read already or owned.
Mhm. Yeah.
And obviously the ones that I hadn't, I'm like, let me add this to the list. It's con
Yeah.
season, so we're balling on a budget. But I definitely was like, let me grab a couple of these.
Mm. Mm.
hmm
Yeah,
So
really
coming
excited
across
for this.
that one and seeing that not only is it available for free, but it also won a Pulitzer. It's like, oh, it's giving range, all types of things happening.
Basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
I'm
cool.
really very, very cool. But
Mm-hmm.
just to let y'all know, um next month's Riot review will be
Huzzah.
Rumble. Hussa. Right? This one is an original graphic novel by Shazleen Khan. And
Mm-hmm.
in a world where gods walk among us and reality is anything but ordinary, one misdialed number can change everything. So
You,
just let y'all know.
you, yours is
This one
paperback.
is, yep. This one is through Abrams, and we know Abrams Fanfare, which I believe is their YA comic imprint. Just to let
Yeah,
y'all know, y'all need to be prepared for this. I'm really excited for this
yeah,
one.
yeah.
The cover
It
looks
comes in
so
paperback
cool.
and in hardcover. The color palette looks really fun, um,
Mm-hmm.
and bright. So it's giving cartoony but elegant vibes. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
if that makes
love
sense,
it.
but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be chatting about that. And yeah, you guys will get like a mix of us being live and pre-recorded us because we outside next month for these cons, y'all.
Yeah, we have
Mm-hmm.
what, maybe one or two more lives, and then oh, we out. We outside.
Mm.
Can't wait for it. Ah.
We're gonna be
Gonna-
together, together. It's gonna be
Gonna
great.
be great.
All
Yeah.
of the vibes. Yeah, very exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So yeah, if you guys are going to be pulling up to DreamCon or San Diego Comic Con,
Let us
we want to
know.
see y'all. We want y'all to pull up. Like,
Yes, yes.
yeah, yay, Ryan.
Oh,
Which
where we
one?
gonna
Both
see
or
you?
which one?
This is gonna be exciting.
Mm, 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 mm,
Mm,
mm,
mm,
mm, mm,
mm, mm, mm.
mm.
I'm gonna,
Yes.
I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have a
Yay,
win.
Ryan's gonna be
Yeah,
there. CCC. What up? What up? What up? It's gonna be a vibe. We're there all of the
yeah.
days, and we're gonna figure out what our like meetup situation is gonna look like because we would definitely love to be able to see y'all in person and catch a
We're
vibe.
definitely going to the wink thing,
hmm
right, Regine? You're doing. Please let us know. Let us know.
hmm
We
But
trying to
yeah,
be outside the entire time.
yeah. We're also like trying to eat all of the good food, so we're probably gonna plan like a pull up for lunch or dinner or like late night tacos or some shit on
And your
some of the
girl is
days.
trying to get a flash tattoo somewhere. That's like, I feel like last year San Diego wasn't really it for me in terms of like buying comics.
Hmm.
And so I just want to come back with art, whether it's rolled up or on my body. I'm leaving with something. And that's my only, that's all I want.
Okay,
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that on the low. That's why I was like, Also, we don't know that everybody could come to that, so that's fine. But yeah, we're definitely trying to be more mindful about what we're buying at the con. I think this con, I'm locked in. I have my Hello Kitty things that I have to get. I want to get some stickers, and I'm going to be on my signed book plate mission this year instead of buying up a bunch of stuff.
That's smart.
Unless it's a con exclusive, then it'll be like, okay, I could buy that from your website later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I'm
I
at with
want
that.
some bag charms. I
Mm-hmm.
have some bags that require bag charms because I have y'all about to see me stand up, ignore it. I have Oshawa on one of my bags, but I don't like moving him too often. And I
Mm-hmm.
had bought Momo
Cute.
to put on, yeah, but I was like, I prefer Momo on my shelves.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find something that is either Avatar or Pokemon that I love dearly to be a bag charm.
Well,
Or
you want
My
to
Little
get a
Pony.
trinket, bitch? Don't tell me we're on a mission for a trinket because
Yes.
you know that's what I do.
I need two bag charms. I would
Yay, Regine's
prefer.
on the bag charm mission at San Diego too. So
Okay, we can do that
we
together.
locked
Cause
in.
I'm looking for
That's
My Little
literally
Pony,
one of the things.
Avatar.
My bad. Go ahead, babe.
No, I'm looking for My Little Pony, Avatar, Pokemon, or
Cute.
just
Yeah.
something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Some fun. That's it. That's it. So yeah.
I have a few Hello Kitty ones, and one of them specifically is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive from, you guessed it, Kid Robot. That's where I got my Hello Kitty kaiju from last year. I'm kicking myself for not pre-ordering the bag charm of the kaiju because they sold out on the site. So I wasn't able to get it.
Oh,
Very sad, but it's okay because I got the big plushy version. But shit, that
which
would have
is
been so
adorable.
bag charm, yeah. But this year, it's literally, it has nothing to do with the con, which is crazy, but it's fine. It's Hello Kitty as like an angel devil, and her sister Mimi as an angel devil, and Mimi is pink. So we're locked in. We got to get the Mimi. Last year, I didn't get anything from Tokidoki. I got to
That
get something.
line was crazy.
It was, but we're gonna be on a
Gonna be
mission.
there early.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be there on Wednesday. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we could
So
do
yeah,
that.
and then your girl loves a blind box. Y'all might get like a whole video of me just getting blind boxes for real. Keisha's making
And
this
I
face
love that for
because
you.
for that one, that was like one of the only series where I was like, I literally just want this one. Like I will not be happy unless I get that one. And of course, that's
Mhm.
not the one that I got. And then we were walking and another booth had it. And Keisha was like, just see if they'll trade. And they did. So I got my
Yeah.
strawberry Hello Kitty and I love it. But
No,
this
I
year,
I
there's a bunch of
love
ones that I want to get.
I love the fact that you were able to trade, and like that's a big thing that happens at cons and whatnot. I'm just there's something about like I don't want to be surprised. I want to like
It's
buy.
fun.
No, because I'm gonna be pissed if I actually like want something specific and it's not that, and
That's
then
fun.
I have to buy it 5 and 6 times to figure it out. No.
That's fair. But that's why like it's fun at cons because everybody's down to trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it worked out. But yeah, there's a bunch of blind boxes and Hello Kitty things. And then yeah, like I said, signed book plates. Cause I can't be carrying my books all around. I can't.
It's true. We learned that lesson.
We really did because we brought all the stuff and didn't get none of that signed. Like the way that I pulled up with those David Nakayama virgin variants and we never even got to his table. It's
Yeah,
like, nah, we not doing
yeah.
that this year. But
Like I
yes.
have my autograph book, but I mean, we're gonna talk about it on another episode. But I think I'm
Mhm.
just gonna have them like sign my jacket
That's fair.
and yeah, just be fly as fuck with everything on
Period.
my jacket.
Period.
We'll
Oh, pen.
see.
Duh. That was another thing that a lot of artists had was yeah, pins and stickers might be the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I
Keep
literally
it
just
small.
my pink Telfie, and I'm gonna junk her. So I'm here for
Nice.
some pins so that I could add to my junk jam bag. That's gonna be so cute.
Okay.
I don't think you understand. They haven't done the pink denim at all. It's always just been like navy, olive drab, and like khaki and black. And now they released the pink one, so I pre-ordered it, and she just arrived. So I'm about to junk her up with all of the things, and it's gonna be tea. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming through to Kiki with us and talk comics. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, follow, comment, subscribe Pink Riot Comic Show on all US platforms. If you liked today's episode, make sure you scroll up or scroll down and check out like 1, 2, or 5 more. And if you're not going to watch it, that's fine. Just let that thing play in the background because those streams do help us, whether you're watching it or not. Okay? We need your help. We can't do this without you. Make sure you tell a friend to check it out. Share those videos because that tells the algorithm that people actually care to watch what we're doing and they like it so much that they want to share it with people. You know what I mean? That means a lot to us. If maybe sitting and watching isn't your bag, don't worry. We got you because we's a podcast now. You can find Pink Riot Comic Show as a podcast where most podcasts are found, especially places like Spotify. But just give us a Google. Google me, baby, because there's like over 150 places where you can listen to Pink Riot Comic Show as a podcast. We have our live shows on Thursdays, and the podcast is typically up on that Saturday, that following Saturday. So you got a little wiggle room in between to do what you want to do. If you haven't already, you can go to our link in bio and sign up for our Patreon. We do have a free 99 tier, so you can just pull up and catch a vibe. However, there are also paid tiers, and the higher up you go in the paid tiers, the more access that you get to us and what we're doing on the show and influence on what you're going to see or hear next. It's a vibe. Shout out to all of our current Patreon subscribers. We love every single last one of you, and we literally do a happy dance every time we can add another one of you to our list. We really do appreciate you because you are literally how we've been growing by sharing our page with people and introducing our content to people. We're trying to build community, and it starts with you guys. So thank you so much for showing up in that way. If you haven't already, you could cop the merch. You feel me? It's pretty fly. You know, it looks good. It looks good on Keisha right now. Like, don't you want to be able to rep for the set, Pink Riot fam? And it even has graphics on the back. We're not gonna make her turn around, but it's got all of the designs. It's got
I
all of the
appreciate you.
so make sure you check out the merch. There's more new merch coming up here pretty soon, so that's pretty exciting as well. If you enjoy the live vibes where you get to interact with us and be a part of the conversation actively, don't worry, we got you. We'll be here at the same damn place, at the same damn time, live at 5 every Thursday with no weeks off because we love you and we love what we do. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
I definitely found more. All right, how many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.